Hello my fellow degenerates, my name is Billy and today's video will be slightly different because we're going to be looking at the updates for Eternum, now on version 0.7, developed by Caribdis. This won't go as deep into the characters as that has already been discussed in my previous Eternum review. This will just discuss things within the update, so it may contain some spoilers from previous versions of the game. And if you haven't watched my previous review, I would recommend checking that out first. I probably got about 4 to 5 hours playtime with this update. That may seem good amount in a single update, but do know I'm a very slow reader. I roll back and forth between renders frequently, and the lewd scenes, well, I'll discuss them later. It just doesn't feel like we got very far with the story. Speaking of which, let's start with the story. There really isn't a huge amount of progress in regards to the main plot of the 10 gems. We've made a few new allies and found some information out, but truth be told, it feels more like we've completed a few side quests that are going to aid us in the main quest. Now don't get me wrong, it's still fun and entertaining, plenty of funny moments and many great characters. RMC in this update also jumped up a few notches in the horniness section, along with finding out some of the girls are just closet freaks, which is a win for everybody really. The only downside is that it mainly focuses on 3 girls, that being Penny, Luna and Nova. I get that you can only have so much content in an update, but some of the girls don't even get much of a hello. I mean, where's Alex? Now she can't be my best girl. She's not even here for that long. But without spoiling too much, this is a basic rundown of the episode. We start where we left off, dealing with Big Willy Will Bardo. Then we have a bit of a time skip montage to show what the characters have been up to. During this time we actually get introduced to a couple of Penny's friends, which is good, since she had a life at uni prior to the MC showing up. We get to see a bit more of that without it intruding on our story. We then go into the Ekbar server, that fantasy RPG one, and deal with either some vampires or werewolves, player's choice. We have a photo shoot with Penny, and head out into a pirate themed server with Nancy and Nova, still searching for the elusive El Coyote. During all this, we have some revelations about the NPCs of Eternum and the possible truth about Eternum itself. We get a bit closer to a Gem of Doom, and most important information we do get from this update is that Pirate Nancy is best Nancy. I mean, damn. Don't worry, that's just an overview of the events, what takes place and how it goes down. You'll have to check it out for yourself. Just know I wasn't disappointed. It's more Eternum, just with a new lick of paint. Speaking of new lick of paint, Caribdis has done it again. These renders look gorgeous. When I think this game has hit its peak, he still manages to take it up a notch. And not only that, each of the lewd animations featured in this update are in a similar vein of Alex's scene from the end of Point 6. A lot longer, bigger variations of animations, and just a huge improvement of quality. The camera motions and the animations loops, they sync up great, along with the audio used within the lewd scenes. The animations also have the options to change camera angle, which is a nice addition, but honestly I can't remember if we already had that choice before or not. But either way, it's there now, and it's good. However, I have a feeling that the time put into these lewd scenes is why the update doesn't feel like it has a significant amount of content. It's that double-edged blade again. Amazing quality animations, but at the cost of content. Yes, we could have had a bit more, then it would have been a longer wait. And I don't mean to be a dick, but nobody wants another being a dick on our hands. Oh, and has Penny got a new ass? I'm sure it wasn't that big before. I mean, I'm not complaining, just observing. Like, really observing. But what about the audio? Well, Eternum usually boasts a great soundtrack, amazing ambient noise, and good sound effects. And it doesn't disappoint in this update either. All these aspects remain strong and the sound effects sync up nicely with the renders, especially in the lewd scenes. Again though, there is no voice acting during these scenes. It has the most minor sound effects like the rustling of sheets. Say that again, like the rustling of sheets, not sheep. I'd be concerned if we had sheep involved anyway, and also the slapping of, well, parts. But no moans or groans from the girls getting boned. Now I ain't asking for them to recite Shakespeare, but a little sound from them would go a long way. Other than this though, the audio, it's great. But with a new update comes new possibilities for a new best girl. And since our focus shifts to other girls in this update, I guess Caribdis is going to force my hand, making me re-pick. So, the best girl in Eternum 0.7 update is Nova. Okay, it's just an update. Let's skip the fanfare this time. I mean, come on. Put a cute redhead in the game. I'm going to choose him eventually. It's inevitable. It's me you're talking about. Beyond what we already know of Nova though, much doesn't really change. It's just more of Nova, her hyperactive, overthinking, insecure self. And we, again, help her overcome that. So, all in all, it's a great update, but a bit lacking in content. You can definitely see where the time was spent with these intricate lewd scenes, but I hope this isn't a trend going forward. Yes, they look great, but I'm excited to see where the story of the gems and the founder and Ulysses itself goes. But the update is definitely worth checking out. It's an easy update to fit into your ever-growing backlog that we all have. But just remember though, folks, heads or tails.